Hi, and thank you for joining me on 8 I Am Maggie with me, Multidimensional Maggie. So, if you're happy, then you know it. And if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy, then you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. But guess what? Sometimes we're not always happy. And we are still smiling. We are still tricking our body into feeling those more powerful uh, healing agents. Like your brain is able to mix up its own pharmaceutical cocktail. So, anyway, that kind of just came out of left field because I am left field Maggie, multi-dimensional Maggie. But the thing is, I, like a lot of you, are sliding into home plate while I'm trying to juggle and manage a whole bunch of different things. But yet, if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. And if you're not happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy or not happy, let your face show the smiley. If you're happy and you know it or not, clap your hands and smile. You know that song Nat King Cole, smile when your heart is breaking. Smile, what's the use of faking? Okay, so we are on day 29. Day 29. Woo, 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 day 29 of the Brian Scott Reality Revolution Momentum Challenge with mind and heart coherence. And we are on day 29. And like many of you, a lot is going on. But day 29, I have been I love the moon. And I love the moon cycles. And I love how it is each month is a chance for fresh starts, fresh wishes, and then watching them come to fruition. Sometimes it's not always how you imagined. Sometimes it's going to take the form in some pretty harsh, tragic, or difficult situations. But we know that we can stick with it. We're never giving up. And that's part of the challenge of being in Earth School. So we are in the new moon in Aries. Aries, you know who you are. So this is a new moon that inspires us to take action under this lucky lunation. And I want to just wish you a happy spring equinox. So we are in this new moon in Aries, and I know many of you have your very trusted, astrologers and all the planets and all these things. The thing is, go to them, dig it up. I really like to watch Cosm with Alex and Alyssa Gray. I love their new moon ceremonies and their full moon ceremonies. But anyway, this is very simple and it's part of the momentum challenge because we are so in love with Mother Earth and Father Sky and the cycles that we are going through. So, Aries, firstborn, battle ready, fire sign, ruled by Mars. I think you all know what that means. And this is signifying the start of a new astrological year. So I'm just keeping it simple, but it's a fresh month with fresh wishes. Fresh starts. Okay, so we're going to be making, I want you to, as we go through these cycles, whether we're in momentum challenges or the 30-day challenge or the Arnica challenge or tap that sector challenge, whatever it is, we start with different energies, and you know how Aries likes to spark the fire, and then a lot of times other things are going to burn that fire bright, but we're going to just focus here. So fresh month, fresh wishes. I want you to think on something fresh that you want to start, possibly fresh dreams. And tonight is a very good night for fresh dream summoning, okay? Because we know that our imaginations can create worlds. So we want to make sure what we are imagining is creating a world that we want to live in. Okay, fresh initiations are amplified. So many of us are going through ebbs and flows on different levels of our commitment and our connection with God. And so it's interesting as we might be reading a scripture, and then Brian Scott does a video on Psalm 91, something you read all the time, and it has a different deeper meaning. Or you might be following Renee Garcia with Reality Transurfing as she transurfs her reality through the ups and downs of life real time, showing you everything from tumors in her jaw to like switching life tracks to a totally new country. So fresh, fresh, fresh. But this is a time where we can summon fresh dreams. So maybe there's something in your back pocket that you've been holding on to. Tonight's the night. We're going to light that baby up. So look for your heart forward wishes, okay? Fresh wishes. With with all this fresh life force surging around and energy. Oof, I don't know if you can feel that chicken skin. It is a time for these fresh new ideas to be taking birth and becoming into our reality. So I want you to be fresh and bold. I want you to think about fresh advancement. So a lot of you, we are brand new business owners, or we are brand new entrepreneurs. So you've got a fresh new business, or you've been in it, but your business, like spiritualist, Jenny, spiritualist, she's been in the business, but she's got a fresh new fire in it that's burning bright and bringing even more business to her. Even like Tina Briggs with her crystals, just a fresher and fresher with her new mansion, house being built, however you want to put it, but whatever it is, it's a new place to live. My YouTube channel, fresh things there. Sometimes some of the things going on might be fresh insights. We just learned today that antifreeze is in the Oahu drinking water, not just jet fuel, not just simple green, not just AFFF, but also antifreeze. So sometimes these fresh information helps to give us more tools in our toolbox that can help us to heal. So let's freshly focus on personal goals. Let's freshly focus on our evolution with the spirit of I can, I will, I am. So we are waking up and we are stepping up together, right? So on this new moon, I want you to just, put out those new moon wishes. So I'm just going to go back over this. Fresh month, fresh wishes, fresh starts, fresh dreams, fresh dream summoning. Okay, so something maybe totally new. Maybe you've totally not been thinking about having a love interest in your life, but now you're saying, you know what, I've been denying that. I'm going to call in an SP. Or maybe it is a healthy diet or physical trainer. I'm getting to interact with some really excellent physical trainers. And as I learn more about their businesses, I am excited to be able to refer people to them because they're just fabulous women. Okay, let's be freshly bold. Let's look for fresh advancement. Let's look for fresh initiations amplified, because many of us are doing all kinds of spiritual healing, spiritual circles, spiritual new and full moon ceremonies, etc., etc. Fresh advancements, fresh personal goals. Okay, so this is another thing. Let's say that you've been working on something for a long time. For instance, my career in public speaking, energy healing, all these things that I'm finally coming forward. Let's take a fresh look at that long-standing personal goal so that God can give us, in 360 points, you might be able to get a bigger view and more energy with momentum towards that goal. So fresh, fresh because we are waking up to a new reality. We are stepping up and it is done. So, do you got your wish or wishes? Okay, I'm going to give you a few seconds, okay? Please pick at least one. And remember, there's no time better than the present because, you know, life is going to continue to handle us challenges. And sometimes we're going to be in the middle of challenges and other times we won't. You got that? Okay, so we're just grounding, opening our crowns. We've got all of our chakras front and back open. Our front is our will, our back is God's will. We're just moving that aura all around, expanding out. Okay, you got that wish? Okay, here we go. Aries new moon. Woo-hoo. Okay, now somewhere, write it down. Write what your new moon wishes are, and watch as the month passes. And sometimes you're going to be surprised. Sometimes it's not always going to be in some beautiful Tiffany's package. Sometimes it's going to come in the form of going to the ER. I'm just saying. And also, I would just like to add in this as I'm working through certain things in my life. OK Godman has that beautiful prayer that he prays for all those who have passed on and for the loved ones who are left behind. I would really like to just pull the energy of that prayer and send it out, because many of us are dealing with loved ones who are sick or who have passed, or the grief around that. And so on this new moon, I would like to release a massive healing for all the world and all of us who are working through challenging times with loved ones, or maybe sometimes they're not loved ones to people, but you still have the heart for God. You still have the heart. And if you are on Brian Scott Reality Revolution, the live chat, OK Godman is always there, and he prays that prayer every day. And I know he prays it in his everyday life. But pray that prayer too, because so much of the world is in need of healing and of grief and grief counseling and comfort and such. And while we know that our loved ones they're not really gone from us, it's still painful as we are saying long goodbyes, or as we're caring for them as they're sick, or when they are passing, or whatever. So remember, with this new moon in Aries, I have a best friend named Aries, so I just love that, because she just possesses the essence of all that is wonderful. And that just on this new moon. And then also I have a very dear loved one whose birthday is within this moon. So just total thanks and gratitude. But there we go. Okay, I'm gonna put this right here, and I'm gonna burn that for all of us. And we're gonna law of assumption. It's wishes fulfilled. We're gonna take action. We're not gonna keep stalling on our best life. All right. So I just want to thank you all for joining me, and hit that like, hit subscribe, and leave your positive comments. Let me know what your new moon intentions are. What is that fresh something or other that you're up to, that we're going to keep watching? Because you know what, as we are unfolding here in this momentum challenge, heart and mind coherence, and as I continue to post, more and more people are reaching out to me. They're not always in the comments, they're not always hitting the like, but I am receiving a ton of feedback of a lot of people who have actually taken on challenges or taken up things, and that just brings me so much joy, that this is creating that beautiful chain reaction, the kind of chain reaction that we want, which is up leveling the whole universe. And like David Hawkins' work talks about that energy and energy frequency, well, Tesla talks energy frequency vibration, but he talks about the scale of consciousness and how one person vibrating at true love can offset 750,000 people below. So this is the kind of energy we are just popping up that grid. So tap that sector, and may you have the most wonderful day, and thank you for your support. All right, and you know what's next? Finger push-ups. Peace in, peace out.